Hey guys, welcome back to the Crystal Bear YouTube channel. I appreciate you so much for being here. If you are brand new, welcome. This channel is all about reselling. So basically I just buy people's junk and sell it on the internet for a profit and make videos about what I do. So if you are brand new, my name is Crystal and I'm a part-time reseller on the apps Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, ThreadUp, and The RealReal. And if you don't know what any of those are and you want to check them out, I have referral links in the bio. You can also follow me on Instagram as the Crystal Bear, and that's pretty much where I answer all my DMs and stuff like that. But if you drop a comment down below, I obviously will answer you as well. So there are plenty of ways to get a hold of me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Today's video is part of the Mail Out Monday series. If you've been here for any length of time, you know that we do these videos every single Monday. And the point of them really is to just give people information, right? I mean, like when I first started, YouTube was like my thing. Sorry, this is like, I can see myself, so I just like, okay, stop. Anyway, I mean, YouTube's still my thing, honestly, but I learned everything that I know about reselling on YouTube, and I want to spread the love. So basically, I will tell you 5 things that sold for me this week on the various platforms, what they sold for, whether or not I would buy them again, and how quickly they sold if I remember. So I don't always remember how long I've had an item, especially if it's like a longer tail item. Then I don't always remember, but things that flip relatively quickly, I definitely remember those things. So I try to give you as much information as possible so that when you're out thrifting or sourcing, as we call it in the reseller world, you know what it's selling for someone else and what it might sell for you. Now, obviously everybody's business is different. Everybody has a different customer market and all of that. So your miles may vary, but this is 100% how I learned the brands that I need to pick up in the thrift store. And then trial and error, obviously. So this is just like a little snapshot into kind of what's selling for me right now. And it is the end of August 2020. And that is important because in 3 months, this stuff could not be selling anymore, or maybe it like gets really hyped up and it's selling for way more than it is now. So just be aware what time of year it is and all of that stuff. But hopefully this is helpful to you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And also, if you are brand new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That really helps my channel out and it helps other people get to see me. And hopefully that the content will help them as well. So, and also if you hit the little bell notification, you will get notified every time that I upload a video. So if you really like these videos, obviously they come out every Monday, but if you're into other reseller content, I'm not quite on a schedule yet. So the bell is the best way to know when those videos go up. If you are absolutely brand new, and Poshmark is your beast of choice for the beginning, then you might be interested in the little mini series that I am doing on my channel currently, where I'm just talking about tips and tricks and all the things that have to do with Poshmark for beginners. So I'll link one of those videos up here somewhere, and if you want to check that out, that's cool. So, all right, with all that being said, let's get into today's video. This week was actually pretty good for me. Not as good as it has been, but it's starting to upswing, and I think that September is going to be my month. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's start with the highest sale of the month, week. My goodness. I usually start with the lowest, but this week we're going to flip it up and start with the highest. It also is quickest. Yeah. And you'll see why in a second. It's this Lululemon Leader of the Track skirt. It was a skirt, but I think that the name of it is Leader of the Track skirt. If you are following me on Instagram, you saw me post pictures of it asking for help identifying it. Thank you if you helped me in any way, because that is the only way that I got to know what the name of it was and be able to look up comps properly. So I appreciate the help. It was black, solid black, and Lululemon skirts and skirts do so well. Like, I would say almost better than the leggings, but that's just for me. So like, I don't know what happens for you, but always. This sold in less than 24 hours. It sold on Mercari, believe it or not. And it sold for $41. So Mercari only takes a 10% fee. So $4.10 out of that. And I did pay up for this. I bought it from a Plato's Closet, a local Plato's Closet, so I didn't pay shipping, but I did pay more than I would have if I found it at a thrift store. But for $41, the profit margin was still there, and it sold in less than 24 hours, so I'm happy with that. The farther I get into my reseller journey, the more I feel comfortable paying up for certain things because I'm comfortable with what sells well for me and what sells quickly. So if I'm going to pay up for something, most of the time I want it to flip quickly, and I want it to flip for at least double what I'm paying for it. So that's just kind of my 2 rules of thumb. Obviously with the pandemic, I've been online sourcing and stuff like that a little bit more. And Plato's Closet has been one of the things that I've been looking at. So that's where that came from. All right, next thing was this pair of Vera Bradley reading glasses. I didn't even know Vera Bradley made reading glasses. I don't know anything really. We took a trip to the bins 2 weeks ago maybe, and it was awful. Like I paid $2. I got like 4 things. Like that never happens. The bins is over an hour from me, so I like to spend a decent amount of money and get a decent amount of stuff if I'm going to take the trip. And that time was just not it. But I did pick up these glasses, so obviously I made a profit because I paid $2 for the whole lot, and I got more than just that, obviously. But those sold for $15, and they did have the little case with them, and it was a boysenberry, which I knew the name of the pattern because I also have another thing in my closet that was boysenberry. And Sarah from Thriftology had messaged me and said that was the name of it. So thanks so much, Sarah, for the help. But yeah, those sold for $15, and they sold relatively quickly. I mean, like 2 weeks is not bad. Sold on eBay. And they got shipped out, and they're good to go. They were very light, very easy to ship. I just bubble wrapped them, put them in a bubble mailer. They're good to go. So next thing was my lowest sale, but I don't really consider like this. I didn't buy it to flip, okay? So it's a pair of speed clips, SPD. They're like clips that go on the bottom of spin shoes. And the reason I know this is because I actually do spin. So I had these like extra clips because I bought new pedals for my bike at home because I wanted the clip-in pedals, and I didn't have the clip-in pedals. So when I bought them, I think I bought them off Amazon, and they came with an extra pair of clips and some like reflectors and stuff like that. And honestly, like I took my pedals off, and I'm gonna clean them up and I'm gonna list them. And maybe I can get $8 for those, and I got $9 for these, and only paid $16 for the bike pedals. So honestly, like it's kind of like trading in my mind. So that's not really something that like I bought to resell, but just to show you like there are things around your house that you can sell that people want. So I wanted the bike pedals anyway, so it was just like a little bit, I got a little bit of my money back, honestly. So, but again, those sold relatively quickly within 2 weeks, I think. So not bad. Actually, everything on this list sold quickly. So I wonder if I did that on purpose. I don't think I like actually picked them all on purpose, but maybe like subconsciously I was like, oh, these are the good ones. This next thing, I contemplated getting it when I was at the thrift store. I remember being there. Actually, I think I posted a picture on Instagram of like all the shoes that I was looking at that day, and they've almost all sold. Like that was a good little lot. These are Steve Madden, and I don't pick up everything Steve Madden, honestly, because it doesn't always sell. But these were interesting to me. They were, I don't even know how you say it. I'm going to just spell it. It's Antyy was the like name. Steve Madden has a name just like Sam Edelman and everything like that. They have a name on the inside of the boot. And these were like, I don't know, combat boots kind of. They were shiny, maroon. And I figured we're going into fall. Let me give them a try. I think they were under $10. I know that. So they only sold for $20, but they sold really quickly, and they sold on Mercari. So 10% went to Mercari. So almost double my money on that. I'm not mad at it. and it sold very quickly. It was in and out situation, and I'm happy that I bought it. I would definitely purchase it again. Everything on this list, I would purchase again. With the exception of the speed clips, if I saw them in the thrift store, if they were cheap, I would probably pick them up again. But obviously I wouldn't pay too much for them because they did only sell for $9. But if they were like 50 cents or something in a thrift store, I would totally pick them up. So a lot of it just has to do with how much the thrift store is asking for this stuff, right? Which is why I give you what it sold for, so that you can make your own assumption and decide whether or not that profit margin works for your business model. And something that might work for your business model might not work for mine, or vice versa. So everybody's situation is different and everything like that. I say that almost every video, but I feel like I need to drill it in because we're so caught up in this like social media culture where you see on Instagram people have packages and oh my gosh, I need to be like this and blah, 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 right? And I just feel like every once in a while I need to remind everybody, including myself, that what works for one person does not necessarily work for another person, because you're two different people and your situations are different. And I don't have any kids to feed, so I might be able to take a little bit less of a profit margin, where somebody who has 4 or 5 kids and this is their only income, they need to make a little bit more, you know? So just keep that in mind when you're sourcing. Make sure that you know your numbers and you know what your business model is and what you're trying to make for a profit. And that will help you decide whether or not you should buy something. So, and then the last thing that sold, I was kind of excited when I found this. Like, it was a Lily Pulitzer crew neck pullover sweater, and it said hot toddy. I didn't even know people still said hot toddy. I feel like that's like something that my grandma would say, but the kids these days like it, I guess. This sweater sold for $28 and it sold in under a month. So that one was probably, of all 5 items that were on the list, that one was the one that I had the longest, and that was still under a month. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I like to try and keep my stuff rotating every 3 months. So if I will pick something up if I think it will sell within 3 months. And that also will determine whether or not I'm willing to pay up for it and whether or not the profit margin works for me. So I changed my profit margin based on how long I think I'm going to sit on it. So like if I'm going to make $10 and I'm going to have to sit on it for a year, that doesn't work for me. But if I'm going to make, you know, $200 and I have to sit on it for a year, maybe that does work for me. So, you know, there's a bunch of different things that go into sourcing. So, and I know it can be confusing, and I hope that these videos just like help a little bit. If you see any of this stuff out, like you have a little bit more information to make your decisions with. So I hope that it's adding value to your life. I appreciate you hanging out with me every single Monday, and I appreciate all the love and support. If you have a YouTube channel and you're a reseller and you want me to check it out, leave a link down below. I am always on YouTube, so I'm happy to go and check out some of your stuff. Yeah, that's really all I got. I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you're making great sales. I hope that you are getting excited for fall. I had my first pumpkin spice latte the other day. Not latte, I don't actually drink lattes, but pumpkin spice iced coffee, and I was here for it, all of it. So it was supposed to be 73 degrees today. They lied. It was like in the 90s. So I was like fully dressed for fall and sweating. I was hot. So hopefully you're getting some fall weather where you are, and you can enjoy it for me until we're there. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.